Okay, so long story short, when I met the girl, right? She was trans, but I didn't know that she was trans. She immediately was just like, hey, like I fuck with you. It's like any type of shit like that. When someone comes up to you and they're like, hey, I fuck with your vibe, I like you. What do you want to do? And that's what she did to me. So when she came up to me and she did that shit, I was over here like, all right, for sure. You know what I mean? Like, all right, she fucks with me, she likes me. It's a girl. She had fake tits.
There are no chicks with dicks, Johnny. Only guys with tits.
So to me, I was like, all right, it's a fake girl. Well, not that it was fake, but it's like, oh, it's a girl. That's what I thought in my head. But after we did our talk and all that shit that happened, that's when she was just like, hey, you know what? I'm trans. Can you accept that? Do you fuck with that? And at that point, you know what I mean? If you already were going to that certain extent, you already did all that. It's kind of like, I mean,
Can't back out of it at that point.
exactly. And personally, me, I wouldn't back out just because I already went to that extent. You know what I mean? Look, to each
So you hit.
exactly. To each their own.
Yeah,
To
I
each,
mean, hey, respect, bro.
exactly. To each their own. But for me, because I already went to that extent, that's why I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
That's why I was.
So what was the experience like? How would you compare having sex with a woman
Mhm.
versus having sex with a trans?
Trans. What I would say, respectfully, is that I think with these trans, because the same shit, right? They're a man. Well,
I mean, biologically, yeah, they're men.
biologically, and the girl that I met that was a man switched to a girl and all that, I think that they were at our level. I was like a freak. So when I met her and when we talked about her shit and all that, I saw her not like, oh, well, this is a girl from a man transitioning to a girl. I saw it as like, oh, this bitch is a freak.